Now that we've had time to digest the Black Ops 6 campaign, some of us have probably played it more than once. Maybe some of us are currently playing it now, going through different scenarios, tackling it in different ways, trying to find secrets, trying to explore it more, trying to explore the world more, and that's fine and good. I've done a little bit of that. I haven't been all that deep into it, but what I wanted to talk about today was just maybe two things. One, who did it better, Modern Warfare 3 or Black Ops 6 in terms of the open combat missions, and how do we feel about them moving forward? Now, we've touched on this topic in other conversations that we've had regarding Black Ops 6, but it's never been the main focus. Now, let's dive into the Modern Warfare 3 combat missions for a second. They were very hated by the community in almost all regards. There's very few people that truly enjoyed the missions and fewer people that enjoy the campaign. I am a big ass fan of the rebooted Modern Warfare series. I've told you guys many times, I don't care. Modern Warfare 19 was amazing. Modern Warfare 22 was even better. And I'm always talking about campaign. I'm never talking about the other stuff. But the campaigns are just wow. So I had high expectations for 3. And then 3 comes out and we know how it turned out. And it was a massive disappointment for me, being such a big fan of the game and the fans. But what really killed me, what destroyed the game for me, was the open combat missions. Because the story is something I always look forward to. The cinematics I look forward to. So I was happy to see them when I saw them. But the mission setups, the mission layouts, it felt particularly then that I was just turning on Warzone, because I played almost exclusively Warzone at that time. So Warzone was just really rooted in my head. And so when that first or second mission with Farah popped up, I was like, okay, what is this BS? And it was absolutely terrible. And most of the missions after that were pretty terrible. They were open concept. I didn't like them. They didn't really do anything for me besides just make the game feel long. I tried going back a few months ago and replaying one of the missions and tried to play it slower, tried to take my time, tried to really use what the open combat missions were supposed to be. And it felt better, but it wasn't good still. You could tell that it was a game that just was half-baked. It wasn't cooked all the way. It wasn't done right. You could tell that. That's basically what I'm getting at. Then we heard the news that, Call of Duty was looking to go more into the open combat mission system, and they compared it a lot to Far Cry and the Far Cry series and how you can play those stories, and they kind of said that it would be similar to that. I think eventually they will continue to expand the open combat missions until you kind of get a semi-open world, or maybe a full-blown open world, but small, and it will be like a full-on Far Cry game where you can kind of just wander around different islands, different places, and just go to your missions, of your choosing. But the open combat missions take away something from Call of Duty. For Black Ops 6, the missions were better. They were handled better. They felt unique. They felt original. They felt like they took a long time to build. Just the setups, the environments, the way you take out enemies. It was actually well done. But even with it being well done and not being anywhere near the comparison levels to MW3, Black Ops 6 open combat missions didn't feel like Warzone. They felt like just a regular story game. But going back to the previous point, I feel that the open combat missions take something away from Call of Duty. Maybe from its soul, maybe from its feeling. Like, it just feels dead with the combat missions. Some of the combat missions were fun, and I had an overall better time in Black Ops 6, but I really miss those missions where we did things together. They were kind of like set up that way, and you're with a team and you slowly creep through corners. I remember Call of Duty World War II had a bunch of sequences and quick time events, and it felt really cool, and you were always with your team and you were working together in small missions. And in Modern Warfare 2019, obviously we moved like a freaking unit, man, and it was badass. And then even Modern Warfare 2, there was a lot of that, and I think Call of Duty needs that. I think we need to have those missions, and I don't think we should have only one of those missions per game and then the rest be open combat. That's how I feel about it. I do think that the combat missions in Black Ops 6 improved a lot, and I think they're gonna keep improving as time goes on. I think Black Ops 7 will do it even better, and I think that the next Modern Warfare will probably do the combat missions way better than they did in MW3. But it sucks to not be able to see the old school regular missions that we got. And so that's how I feel about it, because I just think that Call of Duty needs to have those missions. But that's just my opinion. Yours could be very different, and I'd love to hear it down in the comments below.